next on KOMUH Friday Night Fever. KOMU bragging rights are on the line as the Cupes and Spartans face off, each searching for their first win. Rockbridge gets all they can handle from Cap City as the Cavaliers try to remain undefeated, while Blair Oaks and California tangle in a good old-fashioned Tri-County Conference rivalry. Highlights from 17 games right now on KOMUH Friday Night Fever. Week 4, we're jumping right in, skipping the open. It's a KOMU rivalry. Battle and Hickman, both 0-3, looking to get in the win column. Battle on the board first. Justin Goolsby to Ricky Dunn. He's running through traffic and hops over the defender. And then from great scoring position to in the end zone, it's Ricky Dunn. You know where he's going to end up. 5-yard touchdown made it 14-0 battle. Now it's Hickman's turn. They answer with a 29-yard run from number 29, Zach Wright, getting that QP offense moving. Next play, Wright again. 11 more yards. They're moving the sticks. Cupes marching their way towards the end zone, and Wright is going to get it done. The 5-yard touchdown to cap the drive. Battle still up 14-7, and the Spartans kept their foot on the gas. Justin Goolsby finds DeQuell Wright for the 27-yard touchdown, adding to the battle lead. Spartans would pick up their first win of the season, 47-29. Cap City and company looking to push their record to 4-0, visiting the 2-1 Rockbridge Bruins. Cap City down 3-0. Freshman running back Jalen Thomas, not looking like a freshman. 73-yard touchdown, or run all the way down to the 6-yard line. First the speed and then the brawn as Hurley Jacobs finishes that drive. He scores from 6 yards out. Cap City followed with 2 more touchdowns, one by Thomas, another by Cameron Harrison. So Rockbridge battling back from down 21-3. Tom Isaac Johnson, 16-yard score. That made it 21-10. Cap City fumbled the next drive, so Sam Kaiser on the move. Derek Young, touchdown Bruins, 21-17. And then before halftime, Cap City's Hayden Carroll looking to pitch, but he fumbles, and it's scooped up by Rockbridge, which means August Fitzinger gets his spot on the turnover thrown, plus the crown. House of the Bridge of Rock comes out on top, 35-28. Boonville pulled off the miracle last week in Hallsville and carried all the momentum in the world into this week's matchup with Southern Boone. The Eagles also survived a game last week to win against California, but Boonville would strike first tonight. First quarter, Jackson Johns sweeps his way in for 6. Blocked extra point, it was 6-0. Second quarter, Southern Boone answers. Austin Evans on the move. Chase Morris, boom, got him. 21 yards, Eagles up 7-6, but the Pirates fire back immediately. Colby Caton, 54-yard heave. Johns on the other end, his second touchdown of the night. Boonville back on top, 12-7. This is just what the Pirates do, back and forth, right? Back in business for Southern Boone, 4th and goal, 10 seconds left, and it's Evans finding Kellen Ash, 14-12 Eagles. Eagles were 4-4 on fourth down in the first half. Second half, the Pirates would take it for good as Caton lobs to Blake Griffin, 17-yard score. Boonville holds on to win, 18-14. Spotlight game, Tri-County Conference, California hosting undefeated Blair Oaks. Pinto's looking for the first win against the Falcons since 2014. Second half, Blair Oaks is up 35-14, but the California D stepping up as Aiden Bryant and company make the stop. And then, as we move ahead, you can only slow down Blair Oaks for so long. Dylan Hare finding a wide-open Joey Wilde, and then they kept moving the ball. Hare to Wilde again for another huge gain to close out the third quarter. On the very next play, Hare goes deep to Jake Hagner. Gives Blair Oaks a 5-touchdown lead. Falcons are averaging almost 50 points a game, folks. Blair Oaks wins 52-14. Justin Conyers hasn't started a season 1-3 at Hallsville since the year he took over, looking to bounce back from that loss to Boonville against Versailles. Colton Nichols didn't start due to injury. Versailles opens driving right down the field. Tyrus Olison scampers in for the score, 6-0 Versailles. Later in the first, Hallsville on the move. Xavier Stinson finds his brother Isaac Stinson. H-Town in the red zone, but a costly turnover would stall that drive. The Hallsville defense provided a spark. Aiden Zdrowski forces the safety to put H-Town on the board. It was 6-2. Versailles had the lead, but Hallsville scores 18 unanswered to win 18-6. Neon out in Moberly tonight as they host the Kirksville Tigers. First drive of the game. Spartans march down the field and Gage St. Brown in the flat for the easy touchdown. I'm digging the red alternates, Moberly. 7-zip Spartans. The defense got it done as well for Moberly. Pressure on the quarterback leads to an interception. Look at that big hit, and then Kemper Powell picks it off. But the Tigers kept it close And the option to Drew Chrisman. He will go in for the touchdown. And the Tigers explode in the second half to win 34-14. It took 3 weeks for the Mexico Bulldogs to get their first win of 2022, but the Dogs got back on track last week at Odessa and returned home tonight to search for some more momentum. Dogs in Marshall in Audrain County, and the star was senior quarterback Ty Sims, operating the triple option. Look at Sims keep it and break tackles and break free. A 40-yard gain down the middle of the field. Later in the drive, Sims shows he can throw too. That's what makes a triple option effective, when he can bust a play like that. 15 yards to Matt McCurdy, 7-0 Mexico. Dogs dominate both sides of the ball. They're at 14-0. Andrew Runge with the strip sack for Mexico. And it's McCurdy who scoops and scores. And Mexico loses 36-14. The future of Fulton in attendance tonight as the Hornets hosted Hannibal. Second quarter, Fulton down 35-0. Hornets forced to fumble and go for it on 4th and goal, but they are denied. And on the other end, who else but Aeneas Williams for Hannibal. He can run. He can catch. 42-0 at that point, 48-0 final. Hannibal shuts out Fulton. Gold night at North Callaway for childhood cancer awareness. T-Birds led Louisiana 14-6 through the first half. A Kenny McCormick 40-yard touchdown pass to Sheldon Sylvie. Bulldogs have a chance to tie it, but Matthias Lobb makes the big stop on the 2-point try. North Callaway up 14-12, and the T-Birds quarterback Braden O'Neill scores his second rushing touchdown of the game to put North Callaway up by 8. Going for 2, A.J. Siegel scored the T-Birds' other first-half touchdown, and he catches O'Neill's pass to seal the win. North Callaway 30-12 winners. Jacob Martin in South Callaway taking on Wright City. Bulldogs gave up a touchdown on the opening kickoff, but on their first drive, Jacob Martin sneaks his way into the end zone. Wright City up 7-6. Then after not throwing the ball at all in the first quarter, Martin is going to keep it again and make it 12-7 Bulldogs. He would rush for 4 touchdowns, but Wright City wins 40-24. Let's go to the scoreboard. Cmac Showdown in the capital city tonight. The Jeff City Jays looking to pick up a conference win and halt their own 2-game losing streak. Hosting Smith Cotton, there's homecoming king and queen Kendall Young and Alicia Theroff. Smith Cotton down 21-14. Third quarter, Mylan Hawkins bounces to the outside. Big gainer for the Tigers, but they couldn't capitalize. It's going to be a turnover on downs as Lane Simmons has to just throw it away. And Jefferson City's Rodney Wilson getting his legs ready. He would use them. He bounces a big run outside, turns on the burners once he breaks free. 68-yard touchdown run. Jeff City wins on their homecoming, 42-27. Elias class of 64 back in the stands for the Crusaders, taking on Cardinal Ritter tonight. First Elias possession, Trey Brexton with the catch. He's taken down by Marvin Burks Jr., who forces the fumble. Burks, big-time recruit, who's got an offer from Mizzou. Lions took over. Cardinal Ritter would score fast. Antoine McKay to Frederick Moore, making defenders miss. Finds the end zone. The Michigan commit makes it 7-0. Drew Miller would get focused for the next drive, and he leads the Crusaders down to the goal line. Brady Rush punches it in. Tie game at halftime. Crusaders get crunched in the second half as Ritter wins 41-14. Eldon looking for their first 4-0 start since 1982, the year I was born. They're at Osage. Eldon's Hunter Hess on the play action, picked off by his counterpart, Osage QB Connor Vaughn. Osage takes control at midfield. Jackson Funderburg shedding a tackle, 44 yards. We speed it up so you can see him get down to the 4-yard line. Aiden Williams walks it in moments later. Osage an early 7-0 lead, and they're fired up. Second quarter, Osage still rolling as Vaughn finds Eric Hood, 36 yards on the money. Osage shuts out Eldon 28-0. The defending district champs in Fayette looking for win number 3 on this season. They face a solid West Rand squad, and that's been a competitive series in recent years, with West Rand winning 6 out of the last 10 meetings. Chase Allen Jackman in Fayette, the star wide receiver, getting ready, already looking for his 4th touchdown of the season in week 4. The Falcons took no time to get on the board. It's not Chase, but on the opening kickoff, Ben Wells refuses to go down. 75-yard kick return for a touchdown to open the game. Falcons flying. West Rand responding almost immediately, in fact. Jack Harlan finds some daylight and scampers through the middle of the field to the end zone, 36 yards, and West Rand up 7-6 in the first quarter, but Fayette looking to get the lead back, and they do. It is Chase Allen Jackman on the outside, taking the screen, 22 yards. He's in. Fayette wins a close one, 21-18. Harrisburg taking on the Paris Coyotes. Bulldogs up 6-0, second quarter. Bryce Rowden gonna jump the slant. He's got the pick and takes it back to the Paris 20-yard line. So after the interception, Bulldogs in the red zone. and they make the Coyotes pay. Trace Combs to Austin Darwin, wide open, touchdown. Bulldogs leading 14-0. They get the ball back, and Coach Steve Hopkins says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They score on the exact same play. Harrisburg dominates, 36-0 shutout win. Salisbury hosting Scotland County on homecoming. Homecoming queen Kason Carter, congrats to you. Salisbury starts off hot. Up 6 in the first quarter, 35 yards. Ryan Bender to Jake Sellers, and the Panthers are up 12-0 at this point, and they keep rolling. They're up 20-0 in the second quarter. Ryan Bender finding the homecoming king, Daniel White, for 39 yards. Salisbury up 28-0. Panthers get a big homecoming victory, 48-7. Tipton hosting Slater. Cardinals looking for their third win of the season. They're up 7-0. Slater's Kenyon Minnis breaks a tackle, making a couple defenders run into each other. 60 yards down the sideline. Missed extra point, though. It's still 7-6 Tipton. And Tipton now 14-6 when Tyler Bear finds some opening. Gets past the safety, second level. He's off to the races and then drags a man past the goal line. 76 yards, 21-6 Tipton. Take a bow, son. Bear's exhausted, but not for long. Next Tipton drive, he runs the same play, same result, touchdown. Tipton running all over the Wildcats. 62-12 the final. Back to the scoreboard, kids.